like.
What's up, crypto family? Welcome to the CryptoLogicJohn channel. My name is John, and my mission here in this channel is to make crypto as logical as possible. So if you guys are rock with that, please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and that notification bell to be notified whenever a new video drops. I'm very thankful for all the new subscribers that I've been getting. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, how you doing? I talk about crypto. I talk about NFTs. Soon talk about NFTs because I got a lot of announcements coming with that. And I have a weekly podcast that's on all audio platforms, working on getting it on more platforms to kind of spread the podcast out. So I'm working on that behind the scenes as well. But yeah, before I get started with the video, I want to say again, thank you for everyone that supports the channel and supports me. And also wanted to say that the public Discord is currently still public. Eventually, it will be capped. There's a number in my head that I'm targeting, and the reason why I want to cap it is because I want to contain the value that we have in there. There's a value in there that is unprecedented. The tokens that we talk about, the news that we talk about, the positivity, even some negativity. Right? There's questions that are answered. There's questions that are asked. There's topics that are discussed that probably people in the real world, like your friends in the real world or whatever, like you can see face to face, don't talk to you about. The Discord is a place where you can actually have conversations and feel good if you feel lost, if you feel uncertain about things. There's a lot of clarity and stuff like that. Like I highly advise you guys be surrounded by a like-minded community, whether it's in the CryptoLogic community or another community. Just be in a community, be around people that can think the same way you do, that have an idea of what you're saying, that can grasp what you're saying, and if they don't understand, they actually care to listen to what your thought process is. A lot of things going on in the world right now. Most people are kind of self-centered and they care about themselves, right? But being in a like-minded community, the people are on the same journey as you. They want the same end result. They know what you're going through. You know what they're going through, right? There's ideas. There's strategies. What may work for you may work for someone else. What may work for someone else may work for you, right? There's a bond there that you build with a community, and like I said again, it's public right now. At some point in time, I will cap it because I don't want it to get saturated. And then at that point, I want it to be a place where if you really want to get in, you have to, maybe pay like $1.99, $2.99 to get in. Right? That means that you really want to get in. There's some people that just come in for the giveaways I do, because I do giveaways in there, or just to get free gems, right? We throw in gems. Hey, take a look at this token I just found, right? Like I will post some, other members in the Discord will post something that they found on Twitter or somewhere, and then they buy it, and then it goes on a 40% rip in the next couple days for some reason, and you just up, right? You put in a couple $100, and now you made an extra $100, $200, $300 that you could dollar cost average in another project. Happens damn near every few days. Right, every couple weeks, especially when during the bull run. When we're in a bull run, it's happening like every few weeks, right? Every few days, actually. There's like 2 or 3 tokens mentioned, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're making money left and right. So that's why I don't want it to get saturated to where it's just people that don't just take, they don't give, or they're not asking questions, they're not interacting. So at some point in time, there will be a moment where it'll be capped, and you kind of just have to, like, if you really want to get in, it'll be $1.99, $2.99 to get in. And that's how you know you're serious about it, right? Because most people don't do nothing. Like, if you're paying for something, you're going to take it serious. So right now, it's public, and there'll be a number where I'm going to cap it and leave it capped for a while before I start allowing people to pay to get in and stuff like that. That's in the future. I don't know how long it'll take. But, yeah, that was, like, the first mini round I want to get out. This video is going to be, it's a Friday, so happy Friday before I get started. Happy Friday. This video is more so going to be about LCX. A little bit of economics, macroeconomics, Kwon, and yeah, why I'm bullish on LCX and everything like that still, why LCX is all over trending everywhere, right? Shout out to LCX community, and yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm pretty much going to go over all that stuff, and then let's dive right into the video. So the market today is at a $1.21 trillion market cap overall, still nothing to be excited about. Still under where we really need to be. I'm not very bullish about it at all. There's obviously some information coming on. Oh, yeah. I also want to talk about the Fed meeting coming up here this in the next few days. And I kind of want to talk about that stuff. I want to talk about, you know, macroeconomics. I've been learning about that and trying to get the overall picture of it and see how that applies to crypto. So that's going to be awesome. Bitcoin still 29K. We had a little rally a few days ago. Remember that? We were like 31,000, back under 29K. There's potential that the Bitcoin can go under 25K, maybe even under 20K, depending on how the rest of the real world reacts to, you know, the rest of this month going into Q3. Is there going to be a recession? Is it going to be delayed? In my opinion, I'm going to give you my opinion. The recession is coming. It's just whether or not they're going to take it head on and get it started early, or they're just going to delay the inevitable. They may not delay the inevitable. They may continue to delay the inevitable because of the midterm elections. They may not announce, hey, we're going through a recession, because a recession is two downturns in quarters in a row. Two downturn quarters in a row, right? So they may not allow a recession to be publicly announced. They may say, oh, we're looking at, it might, you know, give little hints and stuff like that. But I don't know if they'll want to announce a recession right during election time for the midterms, because that's how it works. When something chaotic is going on, they blame the person in charge. And I'm not political, but that's just how it goes, whether you're left or right. I don't care. I'm neither, right? So they blame the person in charge, and it swings. And I was talking about this with one of my buddies the other day. Someone tell me in the comments or in the Discord, the last time there was a one party for 2 full terms. I'm not talking about 4-year and then and then it goes left 4-year and then right 4-year and then right 4-year and then right 4-year again. That hasn't happened. Tell me when. So it's the terms, right? Every term is 4 years. So you can do 1 term or 2 terms. What I'm talking about is a full term where it's you got the first 4 years and the second 4 years. And then after that, your successor that the person picks has another 4 years or 8 years. Does that make sense? So look about this. We go back to the first Bush. In recent history, we go back to the first Bush. He was only 4 years. Boom, Clinton comes in. He was 8 years. After 8 years, we got the second Bush. He was 8 years. And then boom, we got Obama, 8 years. And then boom, we got Trump, 4 years. Boom, now we got Biden, 4 years. In my opinion, it doesn't look like the left is gonna win the next 4 years. It looks like it's gonna swing back to the right. Boom, 4 years. Now, is that gonna be 4 years or 8 years? We don't know. But there hasn't been, boom, 4 years left. Boom, 4 years left. Boom, 4 years left. Boom, 4 years left. Think about that. It constantly swings left and right. And they have such two completely different ideologies to where there's no sustained success in any direction. Whatever direction you believe. I don't care what you believe. I'm not here there. I'm just speaking my thoughts on it. You don't have to be a political figurehead to see what the world is going through or the U.S. is going through. Someone tell me in the comments, when was the last time there was 8 years of one party and then another 8 years of that same party? 16 years of one party. I don't know if it's ever happened. I want to look it up myself, but I'm just, in recent memory, there's 8 years. Obviously, that's the most. But how many times has there ever been 16 years? 2 double full terms. So a 4-year wins re-election. Boom, that's 8 years. All right, I'm stepping down. Obviously, I can't. The president steps down. Like, I can't do more than 8 years. But here's my successor. This is the person that I want to, either the vice president or someone that they think, hey, this person can take up for me. And that person wins, boom, and stays in for another 8 years. I'm just wondering, like, how the world would be if we actually had something like that. Because my opinion on that is the fact that the president comes in, undoes everything that the previous president did before, and then puts in his policies or whatever the hell, right? Puts in his stuff, and then it's there for the whatever long it was there. And then the next president comes in, but it's usually a different party. And then they undo whatever he did, and they put in everything, and it just keeps happening over and over and over and over. And there's no sustained success on either side. We haven't seen what the world or the U.S. would look like with that. Some would say it was a dictatorship if that were to happen. 16 years of one party. Right? I don't know. I'm just curious. I'm just wondering if you guys are curious. What would the world look like if there was one party for 16 years? Like, how would the world be? Like, I don't know. Obviously, not all presidents have the same exact ideology, but in a sense, they have the same structure. But at the end of the day, a president is just a figurehead. The corporate donors are the ones that write the policies, in my opinion. That's neither here nor there. You can go down a conspiracy hole with me or against me. That's on you. In that regard, the market, the top 10 to this day, been like 2 weeks now, 3 weeks now, maybe even over a month now. Crap. I don't care about the top 10. So let's dive into the breaking news that I want to talk about. Damn, 10 minutes of ranting. I'm going to put timestamps on that for sure. The real ones are going to listen to that. The people who really want to just not hear my rant, I'll put a timestamp so you guys can skip over to the video. I'm going to have one timestamp, literally. I'll say rant, conspiracy rant, or John's rant, and then show. All right, I have 1 or 2 timestamps where you can see that, okay, the first 10 minutes is my rant, and then everything else is the video. So I'll do that for you guys. If you guys are clicking on the timestamp and boom, here you are. You guys missed my rant. You guys skipped my rant. Here's the video. So this came out today. It's very interesting to me. It's Terra's Kwon, the CEO, creator of Terra Luna. It says that he cashed out over $80 million a month before the Luna and UST collapse. He was cashing out. He wasn't leaving his money in to invest into his protocol or whatever the case may be. You look at Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates or somebody, Steve Jobs, I don't know who it was. They got paid $1 in salary, right? They were getting paid $1 a year in salary. He was taking out $80 million. He was taking out your money. Your money. That's very shady, right? He was cashing out. He was getting rich, filthy rich. Terraform Labs their employees, told the SEC that Kwon cashed out about $80 million every month. The SEC recently inquired into Terra's poor design structure, and conducted remote video surveys. Luna 2.0 plunged 85% since its launch, back-to-back tank. That's so crazy. Continuing a downtrend as analysts predict further losses. I don't think Terra Luna's ever going to recover from this. So he's in trouble with the SEC as the regulator has taken note of money laundering activities. The independent agency of the U.S. government has launched an investigation into Terra's collapse. That is insane, you guys. So he has the SEC on his tail, and they're going to come after him, I think. It says, the attorney says, I don't see how the SEC or the CFTC could not investigate the ashes of UST and Luna as well as other stablecoins and their issuers. See, so the stablecoin issue is going to be big. It's going to be a big narrative in the crypto space over the next couple of years, I think, as they try and figure out, see, you can't be using these stablecoins. Use the government stablecoin. They want the stablecoin because obviously they don't want it tied into a volatile price. They want the masses to come in and use a digital currency. And shout out to Coach JV. He says this, there's a problem and they're going to fix it. They're going to fix it and say, oh, it's safe to use now because we made it safe. We learned from, see, we're not like them. This is the government. You can trust us. Convert your fiat into digital currency and you can earn 2% now instead of 0.0001%. You can earn 2% now. You can earn 1%. You can earn 3% now. They'll do that. Banks will probably offer that. Why? Because they know that if that happens, a lot more people are going to come in and flood in and convert their fiat for the banks. So that the banks are going to consume and make more money. It's just a system that's going to come in and it's going to take over. Luna Anchor Protocol, if that was actually a successful protocol, it would have wiped out banks. There's no need for a bank anymore. Banks are just going to pretty much legally copy what Eric Protocol does and do it at a smaller level for the consumer. And on a higher level, they're probably going to give the CEOs, the billionaires, 15%, 10% using the retail customers' money that's going to flood in to get their 2-3%. It's just going to be a pyramid scheme in a sense of from the government being at the top and the elites at the top. And that's why I say they're going to come in. This is my opinion. They're going to come in and take over the crypto space from us retail investors. That's why you have to be in fundamental sound cryptos that can give you the capital you need to build your own empire and not rely on them and have them dictate your life. You dictate your own life. Now, I want to go over and talk about something like this before I go in and talk about LCX. I'll probably leave a timestamp for LCX for the people that actually want to listen to LCX stuff. So there'll probably be like 3 timestamps, right? I'm going to fill this video up with timestamps. I'm sorry. I just feel like this video, the way that I am, I'm so broad. I just can't focus on one thing for a whole video. I cover so many things. So that's just how I am. And, you know, I'm just good at learning things and processing things and just being able to spill out the information. So I just kind of want to apologize in advance that I'm kind of broad. So this is very critical, right? This helps you. Learning this type of stuff helps you become a better crypto investor, even just a better investor, period, right? Inflation rises 8.6%, the fastest pace in over 40 years. So interest rates has risen 8.6%, the fastest pace in over 40 years. So there's some things going on around the world that you're seeing every day. Your gas prices are up, and I'm going to show you this tweet right here from DeFi Edge. He says, the Fed announced that inflation is 8.6%. It doesn't take an economist to know that rent, food, gas, and everything has gone up way more than 8.6%. The CPI formula keeps changing to artificially suppress the real rate inflation. I agree with him. Inflation is much higher than 8.6%. It's probably somewhere between 12 to 14%. It's much higher than 8.6%. They've been lying. Even Janet Yellen said a few months ago, oh, it's going to come back down. It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's only a bump in the road. And then she ends up saying, yeah, I was wrong. Why is inflation going so high? Because they printed out $30 trillion in like the course of a year or two. Trillions of dollars. Filled up the economy with fake money, giving people fake money. People had free money. People were getting unemployment. People were getting stimulus. People were getting additional tax credits and all that crap. There was billions and trillions of dollars being pumped into the market. And how do they combat inflation? Obviously with quantitative tightening, quantitative easing, right? And raising interest rates to combat inflation. So as an investor, and looking at the economics of the U.S., you have to look at the FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee. The FOMC meets 8 times a year to discuss monetary policy changes, review economic and financial conditions, and assess price stability and employment output. These meetings take place every 6 weeks. So every meeting, they're going to say, hey, we're going to raise inflation. Jerome Powell, right? He announces what they're going to be planning on doing to fight inflation or whatever, to fix the economic woes of the country, if there are any woes, which obviously there are. So he's going to talk about unemployment and all that stuff. So the past few meetings, they've been raising interest rates by like 0.5%, 0.05% every time, right? They're trying to get inflation down to 2%. It's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. A lot of people don't think it's going to happen. The world economists, the greatest economists, think that we're going to head into a recession, but they don't think that they're going to announce the recession because of the midterms, right? So that's why I'm saying you guys have to pay attention to the meetings, right? There was supposed to be one on June 6th, but they moved it back to June 14th through 15th. So pay attention to this date. If they raise interest rates, the market's probably going to tank. So think about it like this. If interest rates are down, the market will be healthier. If interest rates go up, the market's going to come down. It's going to be bad. People are going to take their money out for some reason, like, right? There's obviously a reason. I don't want to go into that. That's just how it works. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more meetings left. Then they're planning on raising interest rates for the next 5 meetings up until the end of the year. And that's why some economists are saying that the U.S. is going to go into a recession early 2023. We'll see if they're going to delay. There's a potential that they can delay, but then raise it more in July or September, right? So we'll see. But there is going to be a breaking point. There will be a breaking point where they're going to tell Jerome Powell and the Fed, like, hey, we can't keep raising interest rates. There's going to be a collapse. Like, you cannot keep raising interest rates. And what they're going to do is have to take away quantitative tightening and stop interest rate, lower the interest rates again. And that's going to cause a massive amount of capital flood back into the market. And inflation is going to rise. And then they're going to have 2 choices. Let the market crash or default, right? So there's going to be a lot of issues going on. It's the same thing I talked about in the video. If you guys watched the last video, I went over it. Watch that video again. It's in the last video where I showcased Brian from Clear Value Tax. He explained it exponentially well. So these dates, write it on a calendar and pay attention to the market accordingly. All right. Now, what the hell is going on with LCX? This is for LCX, my LCX family. LCX is a top gainer. 36% in last 24 hours, up 789% in views, people looking it up, and over 500% in volume. LCX is pumping. Why? There's a lot of reasons why. LCX with the BTS announcement, right? There's rumors that it's BTS is getting announced. The NFT, there's an article that came out. I gotta show you guys right here. Anonymous hacker, I told you about this in the last video. Anonymous hacker served with the restraining order via NFT. They airdropped the NFT to his wallet, and that NFT basically was able to freeze his wallet. So he has $1.3 million in USDC that was frozen and he can't get out. So that money's stuck. And it's Cointelegraph reported it. LCX is the first to implement this. It's amazing. It's the first of its kind. This proves more in the eyes of the regulators, more in the eyes of the elites. LCX, look at LCX. They're legit, regulated, safe exchange. Powerful, powerful. Right? So LCX is the top gainer. LCX is getting featured on CoinGecko, talking about how powerful LCX is, what they did, implementing an NFT restraining order. Amazing. This is amazing news. LCX is just on a bullish uptrend right now. It could be speculation. I think that it's obviously going to go down, like with everything else, with the inflation and interest rates, right? The meeting. But at the moment, LCX was like at 10 cents. Obviously, people took profits. Still undervalued, in my opinion. My average is like 6 cents now, even though originally it was like 3 cents. I got hacked, so I had to get that back. And then I had to buy back in to get more of what I lost. And then now I'm way over where I used to be, the amount that I have. I have a decent amount of LCX. I just can't stop buying it. I love it. I've been buying LCX and Kwon a lot. I'm almost at my Kwon goal. But yeah, LCX is still a great buy, in my opinion. My average is about 6 cents right now because I was buying a lot at obviously my original buy was like 3 cents, 2 cents, 3 cents. But yeah. LCX is still under 10 cents, still a great buy in my opinion. We've seen this thing pump to 60 cents within like a matter of like a couple of days, a week, right? LCX is the chosen one, guys, on top of XRP and stuff. I think it'll be one of the ones that survive the purge. There's only going to be a handful of cryptos that survive, a couple hundred maybe. I think LCX will be one of them. Chainlink, Kwon, XRP, XOM, etc. They'll be fine, in my opinion. Engine, of course, right? There's so many. But yeah, I've been talking about like 25 minutes now, probably boring your ears off. LCX has a bunch of bullish news. I love that token. I love that community. Shout out to everybody in the LCX community. This is just the beginning, you guys. There's a lot of things going on. Please pay attention to the world around you. Please pay attention to the markets. There's something big happening. There's a shift happening in the world, in the U.S., whatever, wherever you are. just take a moment, take a step back, and just look and just listen. Just take a look. You know, this is all figuratively speaking, obviously, right? This is all like, just observe. Try and focus on the things that actually matter. Don't focus on, you know, obviously they'll have distractions for us. They'll come up with distractions. They will come up with distractions. You got to push that BS out the way. Start a side hustle, make additional capital, get ready, stack up cash or stable coins, whatever you want to do, and get ready. There's going to be a lot of things on sale in the crypto market and in the stock market. Tesla, Amazon, Facebook, all those companies, they're all going to be on sale too. So just have cash ready, have stable coins ready, because something big is happening. I don't know when, I don't know what, but something big is going to happen. It's going to be really ugly. It's going to be really bad. But then from that, something beautiful will come out of it. And you're either just going to be on the wave and just float, or you're going to have a surfboard and surf your way into the island. Right? That's a stupid analogy, or metaphor, whatever. But there's potential for us to change the whole dynamic of our life through this tough time that we're going to head into, that we're already going through. So once again, I love all you guys. I appreciate every single one of you that watches this, my videos, that stays to the end. Please comment freaking rocket emojis or something if you guys are here. Real ones only. I'm doing a giveaway in the Discord. I'm giving away one free quant. Obviously, I'm going to give away, I give away random things like that. I give away like $50, right? $50. One free quant. I gave away 1,000 LCX on Twitter a couple weeks ago. So as I continue to grow and everything, I'm going to be giving away way more stuff. I have some announcements to make. I'm waiting. I'm like chomping at the bits to make these announcements, but almost there to make these announcements and push this out for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys once again. Please have a safe weekend. Go out there, make some cash. And if you're relaxing, check out The Boys. Love that show. But yeah, see you guys in Discord. See you guys on Monday. Peace. Yeah.